LDF alias Legally Derailed Front. A government is supposed to be legally prudent. Its decisions and actions should be legally binding. They should also be logical and pragmatic. But the Kerala government is being mocked at by the judiciary for its legal lapses. It's the incumbent Left Democratic Front which is at the receiving end. But even with setbacks after setbacks, the Marxist rulers did not learn a lesson it's learned. The government has been shamed by the recent observations by the Kerala High Court and the Supreme Court. The most recent one has come from the Apex Court. The government had appealed to the Apex Court seeking permission to withdraw the Assembly Ruckus case. It was the MLAs of the LDF that created chaos in the Assembly against the then ruling UDF government. The protests against the then Finance Minister K.M. Mani had gone overboard. Few MLAs destroyed the properties in the Assembly. Among them include the present Education Minister V. Shivankutty and few other LDF MLAs. The then government registered a case against the MLAs who misbehaved in the Assembly. But now the LDF has appealed to the judiciary to withdraw the case on public interest. The court observed that protests cannot be violent. Justice Y.V. Chandrachud ridiculed the Kerala government by questioning the public interest in its appeal. The State's Council had contended that the protest was inside the Assembly, which was insulated by privilege. But the court asked if it would also be a privilege of the House if someone came with a revolver. Now, one thing is certain. The MLAs who ransacked the Speaker's dais and destroyed properties will have to face trial. This would obviously mean punishment leading to the resignation of the minister. Earlier, the state government received another setback when the Kerala High Court quashed its order approving payment of salaries to government employees. For 2 days they struck and abstained. The employees boycotted the office as part of a nationwide strike in January 2019. Justice S. Manikandan and Justice Shaji P. Chali ruled that there was clear prohibition to take part in a strike. Hence, the striking was illegal. The government cannot legitimize an illegal act. The court also rejected the contention to treat the 2 days as leave. Now, those who got a salary for the 2 days will have to pay it back. There is yet another setback for the Legally Derailed Front LDF. Government was on vaccine challenge. It had forced employees to contribute for vaccines. They were directed to pay a day's salary to the Chief Minister's Distress Relief Fund. But the High Court upheld a petition against this forced collection. Justice Devan Ramachandran ordered that the contribution forcefully collected should be repaid. The judge said any contribution should only be collected with the legal consent of the employee. The court added that no such contribution be initiated without written permission of the employees. The LDF is proving again and again that it is a legally derailed front. The government is being disgraced by the judiciary for its idiotic actions. Shame on the LDF and its advisors.
സമാനമായ റിപ്പോർട്ടുകൾക്കും അവലോകനങ്ങൾക്കും അഭിമുഖങ്ങൾക്കുമായി ചാനൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക, ബെൽ ബട്ടൺ അമർത്തി ഓൾ സെലക്ട് ചെയ്യുക.